Okay, today I was going to show you this. This is something that I made for these tools. These are open-end wrenches, and these are Craftsman. So I made this, and each one of these compartments contains one wrench. Now on the end here, I had to double up a couple of these smaller wrenches because I didn't want to make it super long. Well, this is the top that goes on this, and we're going to have to make some modifications. What happened is that this was on here like this, and it slides on. Alright, so I was holding it, and I made it super slippery because I put some wax on the runners that go to this open-end wrench case. And if you can look back here, right here, this broke where the quarter-inch piece is. I want to show this again because I didn't have very good lighting. Right here is a quarter-inch piece. Right in there. Alright. This sliding case here came back with so much force that it broke the back where this quarter-inch piece is. So I glued on another one that's 3/4 of an inch. Now that's not going to break. I just used super glue, and we'll see how we fix it. Okay, I wanted to show this device here that I made. This has been made to lock this slide here. This part here slides back and forth, and So if you lift this right here, it will unlock it. And when this is down, then it's locked. And I also had to add this part here, a piece of sheet metal. And this is what this device right here locks onto. And that's to prevent this top from sliding back and forth. And so I put this up here to lock this in place, to keep it from moving very much. It doesn't work perfect, but it's good enough for now. And I also have to put a couple coats of lacquer or varnish on this to complete it. So that's the extent of it. Just lift this and then it slides back and forth like this. And it has runners on the inside right here. And there's one on each side. And these are, I think they're maple, and then this is walnut here. And these are all just scrap pieces of wood that were all put together to make this. And then when you want to put it back together, you make sure that these runners line up with these grooves right here that are cut into this piece of walnut on the top. So you just take this, lift this up a little bit, engage it in the slots, and then move it forward, and then make sure this is down. Okay, well, I've got this breaker bar that I use to loosen these nuts on this tire, and this socket here is impact ready, and I used that, and it's a 3/4 inch socket to loosen the bolts on this wheel here. So I'm going to have to get this wheel off of here, and I'm going to jack it up a little bit more so I can get the jack stand under it for safety's sake. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to look at this bolt right here, see if it's tight, and then we're going to look at another one down below. Now we're going to check this one down here. Okay, both of them are tight. Also, we're going to check to make sure that this disc right here is not excessively worn, and it's not. We'll look over here. Check this one. It looks like it's normal. Check the brake pads. Here's one brake pad here. Make sure that they are not loose. These bolts here are 14 millimeter. So just remember that. And then these back here are also going to have to be checked. And let me check here. These are 18 millimeter. So we'll have to check these. All right, now we're going to use this 3/4 inch deep well socket to put the tire back on. And I'm going to use a beam type of torque wrench. And if you don't know the specs of how tight to tighten the lug bolts, just tighten them to about 80 to 100 foot-pounds. And this type torque wrench is old, but it works very well, and studies have shown that these type of torque wrenches are better than click type torque wrenches which you buy at your local auto parts store. So if you can get a hold of a beam type torque wrench, it's more accurate. Again, torque it in a star pattern instead of just going in a circle. Torque it in a star pattern instead of just going in a circle. Now again, we're going to check these bolts here and these over here, right here. Now these are 18 millimeter and these over here are 14. So we'll check them. Okay, I looked at the specifications for the torque on the lug nuts, and so we're going to take this beam type torque wrench here and tighten them to 100 foot-pounds for a V6 Chrysler 200.